Okay, this video is going to be slightly different. So I just realized something that, yes, of course, my laptop is busy doing this 10-hour video, but I can still make a video on my bloody mobile phone. So why not? So yeah, I mean, forget the mic and everything. They're not active. I mean, it's active, but it's not used right now. So I was going to do a video on the thing and do some charts and whatnot. But I think a chart video is something else we can do later. Nothing really exciting in the markets right now. I mean, I can give you an update every day and this and that. A lot of the updates that will probably apply is only for people who are interested in trading Bitcoin, right? So if you're buying and holding, don't worry too much about it. So I wanted to tell you. So for example, I spoke about the RSI, and you know, when you look at the RSI, you have to look at it on a bigger time frame. So on the RSI, we've seen that the weekly RSI is kind of showing overbought. Daily is not. The hour, the hourlies, I don't really care about those. So those are different story, because I'm as I say, as a macro investor, you got to look at the longer time frame, and you got to predict what's going to happen tomorrow rather than looking at what's going to happen next hour. So that's what it is. Now, I always say to people, like, and I will make a video. I'm going to put it in the video on the next video, probably when I do the next charts. I'll actually show you all the stuff going on, right? In fact, I think maybe, no, I can't, because this camera, I can't flip it. If I could flip it, I would have done it. Anyway, so situation is that we've got the RSI showing overbought, so obviously people are rebalancing, and also you got to look at the time of the year, right? You got to look at the time of the year. There's a lot of people doing their taxes, a lot of businesses doing all of their taxes and kind of rebalancing, and I talk about this all the time. It's all about recycling, right? You got to recycle. So if I'm talking about it, you think other people aren't, and there are people out there who are, getting paid to do this, right? Rebalance, that's what they do. They're this, CFO, chief financial officer, whatever. That's what they do. That's their job. Rebalance the portfolio. So a lot of people are doing these rebalancing right now. This is one of the reasons why you may have seen a little bit of a dump, but something people just don't notice, right? You just are kind of, you're wired, right? Psychologically, you're wired to kind of forget certain things. We had like a 27-28% dump in January. We had another 27-30% dump in February. And currently, we've only had a very small dump. Percentage-wise, it's so small. I mean, I can actually look at the percentage and tell you what the percentage was, and it's hilarious, right? The dump was so hilarious. Let me just quickly get the chart out, and when you actually understand it, it makes sense. So I get the chart out right now. Give me a second. So just to tell you what kind of a dump we've had, right, recently, right? So I'm just taking a measuring tool to kind of see what kind of percentage we've got. So this is the recent dump we've had, right? This is so hilarious, right? 15%. So you got people panicking at 15%. I mean, guys, the last dump we had, right? The last dump we had was there you go, exactly on the dot, 25%. So actually not 20, 27%. So we had a 27% dump, right? And everyone was bullish. And now we got a 14% dump, and everyone's all of a sudden become bearish. Come on, guys, all right? Just be realistic, okay? In crypto markets, for us to see 10, 20, 15%, even on a single day is nothing, right? That's the whole thing. You got to understand the trend is the king, right? So your trend is the friend until the end, right? A lot of people will say this, you'll hear this as well. And this is funny. Trend is the king, right? So ultimately, as long as the trend is still intact, we're fine. And so far, the trend is still intact, right? The bull flag the video I made regarding the bull flag, it's still intact. It hasn't been invalidated. In fact, as time goes on and the more price discovery we do and the higher we go up, it kind of solidifies even more, right? So it just gets bigger and bigger. Remember, anytime you take the lowest point where you started, so the bull trend started there, you climb up to the highest point. The only time it is invalidated is if it becomes 50% of that. Now, I do understand a lot of you guys are probably new, have probably recently just FOMO'd in. So yes, I mean, I do understand this, that yes, you are going to panic. And even if it does go by 50%, you are going to be the biggest losers, right? And this is where the factor comes in, where I constantly talk about take your profits, right? So if you've made a little percentage, start taking some out. it's always a good idea to take your profits. The ultimate idea is that you always have something to come back in. In my recent video that I released, I actually recorded that video some time back for a few other people in another member group, right? And I decided to release it on YouTube. And I kind of put it on a pre-schedule, like, okay, at this particular time we'll release it. And this was during the GME GameStop thingy situation. So it was actually on that same day when the news broke out, and I was talking about that. But what it is the video has a message there. The message is very simple, right? This is crypto. This is crypto. There's nothing normal about this, right? And, you know, for us, ultimately, whenever, and I always say this to on another thing as well, you know, for crypto, if we go 10, 15, 20% down, it's a normal day for us, right? And another thing I always advise to people, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I do advise this, right? Not as a financial advisor, obviously. Whenever you enter into Bitcoin, you know, doesn't matter what price it is, 50K, 100K, it doesn't matter. Your intention has to be in Bitcoin for at least 5 years. I always say 5 years, right? However, it's not really 5 years. It's actually every halvening and every cycles. But ultimately, if you have that intention, psychology, to be in it for next 5 years, you're always going to make money. Right? Bitcoin ultimately will always make money. Also, I'm going to be releasing a whole bunch of videos, Michael Saylor interviews and Michael Saylor quotes, or Michael Saylor motivational videos. That's what I'm going to title them, Michael Saylor motivation videos. There are key points this guy picks on. And I don't think anybody could put it any better the way he does it, right? Which is why I have a lot of respect for him. And I think these videos are going to be very, very valuable for you to understand the bigger picture. Because he's not thinking about the short-term thingy. He's not thinking about today, tomorrow. He's thinking on a longer time basis. And the kind of stuff he talks about and the kind of analogies he gives, brilliant, brilliant, you know. So he's kind of repeating what we've been saying for many years now. But he mentions one or two things. Like there's one video where he mentioned one thing, and I thought that was brilliant because I've never thought about that. What he said made so much sense, and now I'm even more bullish. Right, so hope you understood what I just said, right? Also, guys, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, share. I make videos, random videos here and there, funny videos, joke videos, about myself and all sorts of other stuff as well. It's not just the crypto. That's why I call it, you know, it's called SD Media, obviously SWAT Dudes Media. I've actually got a website which is currently down. I don't know if you've seen my previous videos. I've mentioned it on my video. My account got hacked, so I'm making a few changes, and I've changed all the emails and everything as well. And it's a matter of me just reactivating the things. So I've changed the passwords and everything. So I'm going to reactivate my website very soon, and you'll see the website link and everything in the description. Also in the description, there's plenty of links there for you to see books, this, that, anything I feel that may be helpful to you. And if you do use the links, then you might be supporting this channel basically. So, and also, as I said, if you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing, like, share, and share, you know, like the video, smash the like, number one, right? If you're on the video, you should be smashing that like button, and share with one another, because these videos do help. And also, this channel's growing rapidly, very fast. I mean, we're currently at 591 subscribers, and we only launched like a month ago or 2 months, sorry, no, 3 months ago, I think. I started, so I launched before, but 3 months ago, I started making these videos for this channel. And I've maintained this as well. I said I'm not going to be just a cryptocurrency channel. I want to make sure that this channel looks at a broader aspect of things, and there's going to be so many different things as well. Obviously, if I feel it's going to be, you know, funny for you, then I'm going to launch it. If I feel it's going to be educational for you, I'm going to launch it. If I think it's going to help you in some way, I'm going to launch it. It's more educational guidance and, you know, kind of like reviews or recommendations, right? But I always maintain, if you look at my description, I always say, look, I'm not a financial advisor. So ultimately, the channel has now become more financial focused. So yeah, I mean, other than that, just hold tight. I'm going to be releasing, and also as I was saying, talking about videos. So I release small videos. These are all pre-scheduled, so they do release over time. In fact, all the way up to 2022, I've got plenty of pre-scheduled videos, which are not, you know, anything useful, just kind of fun and this and that. That's going to be expanding. So the more videos I make, the longer period it will take. So I might even end up in the next few months, I might even end up having enough videos to last me all the way up to 2023, right? And I'm constantly making videos, but obviously I'm launching them one by one. Anything like this that I feel would have value today is a video that I would release straight away. So sometimes you might see 2, 3, 4 videos releasing per day, and these ones would be like the ones for the moment, and there's the evergreen videos as well. So I'm hoping you guys understand this. So I mean, obviously with us, I don't know what to say. I mean, because I can't use the bloody laptop right now because of the thing. Sorry, excuse my language. But look, let me just say this to you, right? Let me just put it this way, right? So currently the zone we're on is the support, the massive support we've got is the $54,000. We've got a massive support around that area, and we have been pushing up. Look at the longer time frame, because that is really helpful. I suggest use at least the 4-hour time frame to see a shorter time frame. And if you're going to go long like me, then what you want to do, you want to look at the daily time frame, and on the daily time frame you can see that we created a massive support yesterday on that exact line, and even today we're holding support there as well. We did dip slightly below, but the bulls took over. I did mention to some of the people in the groups that there are a few things I'm not happy with. The volume, but I don't think that's going to be much of a concern, because earlier on today, Coinbase, there was 14,666.84 Bitcoin, exact number, right? I still remember, taken off Coinbase. Now, when something like that happens, I'm sure it's basically they couldn't get enough coins on the OTC, so they just said, you know what, sod it, we're just going to buy it straight on Coinbase, and that's what they're doing. Also, another thing I want you guys to understand is, more than the retail FOMOing in, a lot of the institutions are now FOMOing in, right? They've had their rebalance, they've had their March thing. April 6th is coming, UK is going to have their rebalancing as well, right? And they're coming back in again, they're kind of FOMOing in, and there's not enough Bitcoin in all the exchanges. There's only about, I think it was about 1.8 or 1.9 million coins available in the exchanges, and that number's been declining. Right, so that number's been declining. That's something you got to understand, and we are getting to a stage where I think the euphoria is going to come in, and a lot of things will happen from that point onwards. So I was speaking to someone yesterday over the phone, and I was talking about my kind of prediction for 2030, and the reason for me to decide to exit in 2030 is because now that the institutions are here, they are going to forcefully kind of regulate it and stabilize cryptocurrency. That's what's going to happen. So I'll make more videos on that very soon. But for today, I hope this one is helpful and informative, and I'll try and push another one for the charts or something. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. All right, also, if you've got any other favorite coins or anything, let me know in the comments, and I'll happily do something. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter if I know you or not. And also remember, every now and then, like yesterday I did a subscription. Guys, the only way I can subscribe back to you is if you're got your visibility on. All right, so I've noticed a lot of people, like maximum people, don't have their visibility. But you know, I don't blame you, because I don't have my visibility either. So you know, you want to keep your subscription private, that's fine. But if I do see it, I will happily, gladly subscribe back to you, because I feel that's part of the thing. And I mean, we're on a roll right now. I'm seeing massive growth. Hopefully, once all of this goes in, and I'll be honest with you, so when the channel is has the eligibility to be monetized, of course I'm not going to monetize the videos that I release on the day, but I think one day later I will monetize those videos, and I'm going to use whatever funds come in, if I've got enough coming in from it, because I'm not interested, but if I've got enough coming in from it, I'm going to try and give it back to the community. I'll figure out some way of doing that. So that's something very interesting to look out for, and I hope you guys stay in this particular journey, so because this one's going to get really, really interesting. I'm thinking of doing something completely out of the box. So other than that, guys, I hope this was informative. If not, just nonsensical to you, and hope you liked it. Share, subscribe, and I'll see you on another one. Take care. Bye bye.